To Instagram. Shout out to Facebook. Okay, I see that I'm getting audio through there. Yes, sir. Mic check 1, 2. Let's see if we're getting good audio over here. Trying to make sure that you can hear me. If you can hear me, yes, sir. Mic check 1, 2. Perfect. Cool. So why are we here today on the live stream today? Today we are here because as you can see, I am holding two cool books and I'm waiting for there you go. Cool. Shout out to Panasonic for the new cameras. So what I am holding up here are some books, right? The 50 Cent book, the Eminem book, you know, the whole nine. It's got a case to it. It's got pictures, old lyrics, you know, family pictures, stuff like that. And the reason that we're on here today is because these books are the new wave, and that's the direction that we're headed in. And so that's why I wanted to get on here and talk about what we're about to do, what direction we're going in, and why music artists or anybody that ever wanted to put out their book should do it now, and why it's less riskier and more profitable than a rap career. And if you're a manager, I suggest you go out there and you look for these authors, and you can bring them here, and we could do a deal together. Right here in downtown Houston, doing a book deal together. And so why am I holding up these books right now? Okay, bottom line is this. The great thing about books is you're able to put it out in different formats. So what do I mean by that? When you put out a music album, you put it out in audio format. That means that the experience is only an experience that you can listen to, right? And so that means that only one type of person is going to buy it, you know? With the cool thing with a book is that you get the digital book that you can read on Amazon Kindle or on your cell phone or the iPad or whatever. You know, you can read it on the plane on your digital device. That's one. Convenient. Number two is the actual book. The actual book. The book. You know what I'm saying? And how and whether it's a paperback or a hard book, that's on you, right? But the hardback costs more money. So it depends how fancy you want to get, right? And then you got the audio book. And the audio book can get just as many streams as that new single that this music artist is pushing. So it's possible to go platinum with your book. You know what I'm saying? If you read your book and it's pretty cool and you know, maybe you make it sound cool, maybe you put music in the audio book, whatever. There's no right or wrong. But you can go platinum off the audio. You know, reading your own book or hiring a professional with a cool voice. And that'll go too. And then the fourth way that you can make money off a book is the YouTube videos. It's by breaking down the book chapter by chapter with little animations explaining the book. You ever seen those videos? They're explainer videos, and it's like a hand drawing the characters. It's like a little man, and then they'll say like a speech bubble. And then it'll erase and it'll be like, okay, and then a truck pulled up and it's like that. It's like you can make content on YouTube with your book. So that's another way to make money. So it's almost like dropping the music videos to the book. Exactly, yes. So the digital file is like the ebook, right? That's the MP3 or, you know, the distribution of whatever. And then you have the book, right, which is the retail, which is the album being distributed in the stores. And then you have the audio book, which is, you know, like the album. And then you got the YouTube videos, and that's like releasing the music video, except you make a lot of money off of it. And people care because you're giving them value, right? And so that's 4 ways right there. And then the 5th way is, you know, they're paying for Instagram Reels right now. And you know that TikTok is popping. And so what does that mean? It means that you could take your book and turn it into vertical social media videos that you could run as ads to advertise your book, right? Or that's how you can promote it. You know, you can combine your author interview and then combine the clip from the YouTube video to explain the concepts. And then at the bottom, you're on there talking. That's the great thing about it. There's no right or wrong, and you can do it many different ways. And you don't see rap artists doing that. I'm just playing. But books is the new wave. And the cool thing about this book right here, this is why I'm holding up this book. This book right here, as you can see, it came with a CD. It came, I think when it dropped, I think it says it includes CD with never before released tracks. So this book right here came with its own limited edition CD, and it came with songs that didn't make it on the album. And the cool thing about this book is that, look, it's like art, and it has 50 Cent in it as a kid, and the words, and everything's talking about. There's a picture of it. I'm gonna get close so you can see. See what I'm saying? As you can see, Instagram, can you see that? See that? See that, Instagram? See that? And see, this is the cool thing about this chapter is it shows that, like, this is when 50 Cent first started his career. This is the flyer for his first show, he said right here. As you can see, it's a copy of the flyer. See that? I'm trying to see if you can see it. Let me bring it up here close. There you go. See, look, it's cool. It's interactive. See that? It folds. and then it shows like another picture right here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really, really cool. And so when I first got this book, I was like, this is something futuristic about this. See that? Professional photos and everything in here. Professional photos. See that? So people on Instagram. This is 50 Cent's first show. This is his flyer right here. Cool, right? It flips out. And so that's what I like about these kind of books is that, man, if you're a music artist, like why don't you have a book like this with your brand on it and then telling your story in it, got pictures of you when you first started? You know, why don't you have a scanned copy of like your first rap show? You know what I'm saying? Like here's a cool picture. I'll show it to you. This is a cool picture of 50 Cent and I think that's his dad, I think. Like, you see what I'm saying? It looks like a real picture. If you can see, look, it looks like a real picture. See that? It's cool. It's interactive. And so this is why it's the new wave right here. It's cool. It's an experience. It allows you to create art and come back. This Panasonic wants to do whatever it wants to do. And so this is why we're going this route, because we want to help people. People with imaginations, content creators, authors. We want to help you take your art to the next level and present it how you really want to present it and think outside the box with it. And so the cool thing is that we're about to roll out a authors package where we help you put out your first book. If you don't know how to write, we got writers that can help you write it. If you just don't want to write it at all and you want to record you talking and that'll be the chapter, we can take that and we could turn it into text and we can make it sound real good, grammar free, and make it sound real professional. And the cool thing about what Compound Films is going to do about that is that you'll be able to, you know, produce your audio books in here and you'll get the vibe. Everything is already set up. You just got to sit down. The microphone is already there. It's just really about the vibes. And we offer that as a service for your audiobook production needs. And we'll also help you with the YouTube content to be able to distribute your book and make it stand out and make it look super cool on the YouTube so people can get a different experience and understand the concepts that you're trying to explain or to better digest your story. And so that's why I think it's a logical lane for us. I mean, think about it. If we're Compound Films and we're helping people put out books, I know for a fact at some point I'm going to run into someone. I mean, shout out, shout out to Mr. Gaspard, and he has a script. But I know that there's someone out there also that maybe is a music artist, and this is the cool way for you to finally tell your story. And the cool thing is you could take a book and turn it into a script, and take the script and turn it into a movie. And the great thing is that we're about to be in a space where in downtown, we're gonna start shooting movies, and there's gonna be movie grants, film grants and all this to be able to produce some movies and stuff. And so the great thing about these books is that now you'll be able to tell your story and we'll be able to put it out in different formats and making 4, 5, 6 times the money. And so now when you approach an investor or if you deal with a record label, then now you'll be able to kind of put that in the mix and offer that as a revenue stream. And I think that they'll love the idea because authors do make money and they get booked for speaking events. And sometimes they collab with other authors and put out more books. So I guess an author is like, being an author is like having an OnlyFans, but you get to work with other authors. And you want to crank out as much content as possible. And so that's what I wanted to get on here. You know, whether you heard me or not, I did say it so you know it. That way you know what we're about to do. And so, hey, if you're trying to put out a book and you're trying to get a book deal, you can do it here at Compound Films in the Skyline District of downtown Houston. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna crank out these books and we're on the search for the next superstar. Where are you at? Are you out there? Are you listening right now? Now is your opportunity to finally tell your story. And matter of fact, we have a responsibility to tell our stories. If we don't tell our stories, then someone else or no one will tell our stories. And so if you are out there and you're listening to what I'm saying and it makes sense to you, and you're ready to work on your book, and you need our help to stand out in that Amazon store, we handle all the hard stuff. We get you on Amazon, you get your author page, you get your author interview. That way you're looking on there legit. You know what I'm saying? Legit. And, you know, we help you with the whole process. And like I said, when you're ready to also take it to the next level, you know who to come call, because we're going to do it out thinking outside the box. We know this is the next wave, and we're going to run full force. And you don't have to believe me now. I'm going to see you at the finish line. But whenever you're ready, you come talk to us. Compound Films right here in downtown Houston. You heard it first. Compound Films getting into the book world, and we're about to cause some damage. We're going to innovate the game. Shout out to Instagram. Rec Bullies. Hit me up. You don't even got to know how to write, but I'll tell you like this. You could retire off your catalog. Hey, man, you put out 10 books, 11 chapters, about 66 pages long. You do that, you'll be able to eat off your books. And next time you meet someone and they say, okay, you're able to tell them a flex like that, yes, I'm an author, and I got 10 books that you can now see on Amazon, they better pay you that cash to come speak at their event. Because they know if you got that many books, it means you could speak well. It means that you know how to communicate, right? And so people like that. So shout out to everybody watching. I wanted to involve you in it. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. But either way, we're on the search for the next superstars. And that is my time. Appreciate you. Let me see. Do I have any questions, comments, anything that you want me to answer right now? Let me see how many people we got on here right now. Let's see. Perfect. Shout out. Like I said, if you're watching right now, let me know. Let me show you this Eminem book. This is the cool thing about the Eminem book. So it comes with a case. See that? It comes off. It's like plastic. And this is the Eminem book right here. It's the back of it. And if you open it, it's got all his writings. See that? And it starts to tell a story. Shout out to his friend that died. Proof. So dedicated it off top, the book. And then it starts off, I knew I wanted to be a rapper. He starts to tell the story. Look, big pictures, big words. See that? Super cool. Big text, black pages with the white letters. See, it's about thinking outside the box. You know? Got books that flip. It's got old pictures from his tour, as you can see. Pictures of his tour, Instagram, if you can see. See that? And so wherever you are, if you are out there and you want to put out a book like this, you come talk to Compound Films and we can help you make a book like this. See that? You come talk to Compound Films and we can help you put together a book like this. Just like this. Just like this. You see that? Got his lyrics in it too. Cool. Look, the lyrics. These are the lyrics. Look at his lyrics. See that? His lyrics. Instagram. Look. Eminem's lyrics. See what I'm saying? So if you've been thinking about doing a book, look, if you're a music artist especially, look. His old lyrics. His old lyrics. Look at that. So we are, look, his old home. This is Eminem's old home. See that? See that? Some of y'all have some great stories, but you're too scared to tell it, or you're not ready, or you don't know how. You come talk to Compound Films and we can help you put a book together like this. And then we'll turn around, like I said, do the digital book, do the audio book, do the YouTube chapters, do the social media content, and blow it out the water. And do that 10 times, you can retire. And then you can move on to speaking events. So if you're thinking about being an author, right now is the greatest time to do it because, hey, you could out-tour a music artist. You could outsell a music artist. You could outstream a music artist with this. You could sell more merchandise than a music artist. Do you understand? Do you understand Instagram? Shout out to Eddie Soul. Miss Latin 88. Oscar, what's up? Heavenly Rivers. So now is the time. And that's why I got on here. That's why it was so important. What am I doing on Halloween? Working. What am I doing at the studio? Why am I not out there trick-or-treating? For one, I don't be doing no tricking. And you know what I'm saying? Ain't no treating. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you treat yourself with this book. Because like I said, if we don't tell our stories, then no one else will. And now is the time for you to step up and finally tell the world your story. You know, even if you don't think it's worthy to tell it anyway. And if you got children, one day, you know, you would want them to understand you whenever you're dead and gone, correct? You would want to leave something in this world that if they get lost, they could always pick up a book that their father or their beloved mother wrote whenever they're feeling lost and lonely, and they could pick up a book and understand the mind and see what their mother or father was thinking when they were going through a similar situation. And that's why it's important to have heroes, because you can read about your heroes and learn how they overcame the same thing that you went through. And so I also heard a saying, a man should do 3 things in his lifetime: is have a child, plant a tree, and write a book. And that is my time. This is Compound Films. Thank you for tuning in. I want to share that. It was very important that I get this information to you. What you do with it is up to you. But if you know anyone out there, if you're watching right now, if you think you're ready, if you believe in yourself to tell your story, I am here. If you want to get into film and documentary, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. This is an easier way to tell your story. Shout out to, Celeste. Yep, shout out. Get at me. Write your story. If you don't want to write, record it. We got you. We'll make it sound really good. We'll put it in. We'll make it a story. No worries. You can write a whole thing and we'll split it up into chapters for you. Let us do the hard work for you. We know how to do it. We want to help you just do the fun part, tell the story. And we want to do the hard stuff and make it easier for you, because the funner and easier it is, the more content you can put out. And that's my time. So if you got an idea, now is the time. Hit up Compound Films and we will make it happen. Thank you. Thank you. Follow us on this journey. Follow us on this new journey. That's where we're going. Follow us on this new journey. We're going into the book world. We're going to go shake stuff up, and we're going to do things that have never been done before. That's what we're doing. We're going that way, and we're going to reverse engineer the game, because I know that there's someone out there in Houston, Texas, with a story that I know that can change everything. And if we were to do the movie, I know that people would stop and be inspired by it. That's my time. My alarms are going off. I got to catch this goddamn jet out here to Mars, meet up with that boy Elon Musk, and puff a cigar in space. Thank you for tuning in. And turn off that alarm. Cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you.